This video is sponsored by War Thunder. Greetings fellow warriors, and welcome back to another Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord video. Pretty much exactly 1 year ago, I posted my I can't play Bannerlord without these mods video. And I thought, why not create a follow-up video to bring you all up to date on what I deem the most important mods that you absolutely need to have installed in 2024. Keep in mind, this is a list that I have carefully crafted and am actively playing with, so crashes are reduced to a minimum. To be fair, I haven't even experienced any crashes with this list. Maybe some weird interactions or bugs, but no real crashes. Additionally, this list will be open-ended, meaning you can slap your mods onto it, but beware. I take no responsibility of any incompatibilities or crashes. The list will be structured as following. First, I'm going to show you the mods that I haven't talked about in my last must-have mods video. After that, I'll do a quick rundown of the mods that I'm still using from back then. Sounds good? Well, then let's dive in to today's video. Let's start off with realistic practical holsters. This mod is a simple visual mod that fixes holsters for polearms, shields, two-handed swords and two-handed axes to make them more historically accurate and practical. Now all polearms will be holstered like so. It makes a lot more sense and is much more practical. This mod also removed two-handed swords holstering on the back because that's also not historically accurate. Now they are on the hip, just like the one-handed swords. Axes on the other hand now hang from the right shoulder of our characters with the head pointing to the ground, making them more practical and faster to draw. However, I tend to use the version that adds the polearm holster to the left hand. You've probably seen it already in some of my recent videos, but I absolutely love this. Now something to note, and that's what I mean by weird behavior. Using bows, crossbows and generally two-handed weapons while having a polearm holstered looks weird. That's why you should preferably use the other version of this mod. However, if you can look past this minor issue, I'd recommend using the left-hand version. Tell you what, try out the left-hand version. If it's too weird for you, get the other one. This mod also changes the shield positions that simulates a strap on the shoulder for all shield types, which I almost forgot to mention. In my opinion, well, honestly, since this mod is on this list, this is definitely a must-have mod. Up next we have Nemesis. This mod makes nobles on the battlefield taunt, insult you and react to your actions. Are you tired of silent, faceless lords in the heat of battle? Then this mod is definitely for you. How it works is whenever you enter a battle and the enemy lord sees you, they might start taunting or insulting you. If you perform actions such as you hitting them or they hitting you, they might also react and ridicule you. There are 50 distinct voices made by changing the pitch of 10 original professional voice actors. So in total we have 1800 voice lines, where 1400 are unique. If you press left alt, you can also spot any allied or enemy lords near you. But the voices are not truly random. For Vlania the voices will have a French accent, for Britannian males Scottish, and for Sturgian females we have Ukrainian. Sometimes the voice lines can be, well, immersion breaking. I've got a Star Wars one right here.
Anger leads to hate! Hate leads to suffering!
But other than that, there are some really good ones. Here's one of my favorites.
If I happened to be walking past you with a bucket of lukewarm piss and saw you were on fire, I'd keep walking!
Next up, we've got two small mods that I've been using ever since they've been published. The first one is called Butter Icon Fix. Now, this mod changes the butter icon and 3D model to a unique one, resembling the butter from Warband. It always annoyed me that butter doesn't have its own model, and this mod alleviates that. Now you may think that I'm joking, but I truly deem this mod essential. I don't even know what the vanilla butter looks anymore, since I've been using this mod for years. And the next mod is Daytime Hideout Assault Revived. This mod simply allows attacking bandit hideouts during the daytime. It's really simple, and I don't like the Hayward's gated hideout assaults behind nights only. Some of the hideouts look really gorgeous during sunset, rise or even daytime. Pair this with Scene Design Contest 2 Hideout Winners mod, which integrates hideout scenes from Tailward's Design Contest into the base game, and you will have a completely new hideout experience. Up next we have Historical Banner Icons. This mod adds a whopping total of 564 historically inspired symbols and around 50 new colors to the banner editor. Let's face it, for a game named Bannerlord, there isn't a lot of bannering going on. I mean, we have like 20 colors and 20 icons to choose from, but honestly, with such a huge emphasis on banners, even inside the title of the game, the amount of customizable stuff is really disappointing. I do hope that we will get a more pronounced banner editor in the future, similar to, for example, Bannerlord's. This mod alleviates some of it by adding much needed customization to the banner editor. You want to have an Egyptian-inspired faction? This mod will have you covered. Or maybe even some Aztec-inspired stuff. There you go. And that brings us to today's sponsor, War Thunder. Brace yourselves for an immersive journey through the annals of warfare, where you pilot biplanes from the 1920s one moment, then command state-of-the-art fighter jets and main battle tanks the next. Customize your vehicles with an array of historical insignias, camouflages and decals, truly making them your own. With a thriving community of over 70 million players worldwide, every battle is an epic saga waiting to unfold. Embark on your own journey through military history with over 2,500 meticulously recreated vehicles from 10 major nations at your command. And the best of it all, War Thunder is free to play on PC, PlayStation and Xbox. Click the link in the description or pinned comment to claim your exclusive bonus pack, including premium vehicles, silver lines and premium account time. Thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the video. Next up we have one of my all-time favorites, Reinforcement System. I did talk about it not long ago, but I've been constantly using it ever since its release, so naturally I have to include it inside this list. This mod expands Bannerlord's combat system by letting AI parties or armies during battles enter your battle and then either help or attack you. How it works is, after you started a battle, the mod will scan for any parties or armies that fall under the category in a chosen radius. You can tweak the radius inside the config.xml file inside the mods folder, if it's either too big or too small. Then it's up to your relationship with the arriving party, advantage on the battlefield, traits and diplomacy to determine whether the party will help you or not. I've covered this in depth in this video, that's why I just skim over. If you're interested in all the details surrounding this mod, be sure to check it out. Upon arrival, a message will appear indicating that the reinforcements have arrived. What the message says will vary depending on the character's relationship between each other. So for example, if the king joins, the message will accommodate to that. In the future, the author will attempt to add the system to sieges too, and honestly, I can't wait for that. This mod really makes you think about how you play your war campaign. Going deep into enemy territory is to be avoided, since you can easily be cornered by the enemy, and they will come at you waves after waves. Fighting on the border will be much safer, since you will hopefully have backup reinforcement parties scouring around and ready to help you whenever you need. If the relationship is high enough, that is. Up next, another pretty essential mod, horses. This mod adds the ability to select your own horse with any code color you desire, and a bonding system which lets you increase its stats and unlock special abilities, like giving them a name or even kick your enemies. You may also whistle to call your horse and refill your ammo from the horse's quiver. Every day you spend on your horse on the campaign map, the bond progress will increase. Once you reach 100, your bonding level will increase. This will increase its speed, maneuverability and charge damage. You can track the progress of your mount inside the stables, which will be present in each city that you visit. Inside these stables you can even do transactions. You can pick any mount with any code color you desire and name that horse to start the bonding process. Bonding will increase based on the days you use it and the amount of battles you participated in. This is definitely a must-have mod for a game called Mount and Blade. Next up we have a big mod pack that introduces a lot of features present in older Mount and Blade titles to Bannerlord, Warlord pack. This one I also talked extensively about inside this video, but here's a brief overview. This mod adds feasts, claimants, books, deserters and manhunters, nobility, reactive companions, belligerent drunks, bandit ambushes, nervous men, the old war battlefield and classic voice lines to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I will just skim over the features a little bit. If you want to know what this mod does in detail, like I said, stop this video and go watch this one. I will also have it down in the description below. So starting off with feasts, they can be organized by both the AI and player if certain conditions are met, like not being at war or if there's already a feast inside your faction. If war breaks out, the feast will be immediately cancelled. Claimant quests will let you help a lord or lady usurp the throne of the faction they've been wronged by. Books and Scrolls adds, well, books and scrolls to the game that lets you increase your stats. Deserters and Manhunters will add Deserters and Manhunters to the game. Deserter parties are like high-level bandit parties and can be quite tough to defeat. Manhunters will try to bring them to justice. Reactive companions makes companions react to certain stuff happening, for example getting close to a location, killing villagers, raiding, etc. They will react according to their traits and skills. The belligerent drunk adds a drunk man to the tavern, which may result in a brawl. Bandit ambushes makes it so you may get attacked by bandits when visiting towns or villages at nighttime. Classic voice lines adds voice lines from Warband to Bannerlord. The Nervous Man quest adds a special quest to lords and ladies that lets you hunt down a fugitive. And the old Warband kill feed, well, I don't think I have to elaborate on that. You can an or disable each one of those features inside the mod settings.json file inside the modules folder. Up next, better pikes. I also talked about this one in detail in one of my last videos, so just know that this mod makes pikes actually viable inside the game. And lastly, for the rather new mods that I deem essential, Cinematic Combat, my own mod. This mod enhances Bannerlord's combat system by adding kill moves, matched combat moves, mercy kills, bleed out states and soon master strikes to Bannerlord. Tons of hours have been spent creating this mod, from the animations that I mocapped, especially for the master strikes, to the creating of the code and the implementation into the game. I created a small trailer on what you can expect for the next update, which is already available for patrons and YouTube members. Be sure to check it out. So, these are all the new mods that have made it on my essential mod list. The next section will be dedicated to mods that I've included in my old must-have mods video from 2023, so stick around. As previously mentioned, this will just be a quick rundown, so I try to talk about the mod in one sentence. First up, Immersive Battlefields. Still a great mod, and it's constantly being updated by the author. This mod adds sergeants to each formation that repeats and passes commands with a horn sound effect. I recommend pairing this mod with Deus Lo Vult war horns, that adds a ton of new war horn sounds to the mod. Definitely a must-have. Next up, RBM. It's one of the biggest mods out there and I'm sure you've heard of it already. This mod simply said enhances Bannerlord's combat system by making armor and tactics more realistic. Up next, Bannerfix. This mod fixes static banners in the distance, as well as the dirt on them. Next up, Zoberak's Legacy. This mod adds a ton of new features to the game, but what I want to focus on is the shoulder camera system, which changes the third-person camera to one that is present in a lot of action RPGs. If you don't want to use it, Nostalgia Camera Tweak might be something for you. Next up, Adam's Lively Animations. This mod changes a ton of animations for the player, from all the idle animations to chi animations, up to new one-handed spear plus shield animations, to injured and fleeing animations. Even if I didn't create it, I would deem it as a must-have mod. Next up, Raise Your Torch and Raise Your Banners. This mod adds a ton of new banners to battles, as well as torches during night battles. Random buddies makes it so there's more variety in buddy types for your troops. Diplomacy adds proper diplomacy to the game. Realistic weather makes weather effects more realistic, and Workshops Completed adds additional functionality to workshops inside the game. Phew, so this is the basis of all the mods that I'm using inside my games. Additionally, on my Discord server there's a channel conveniently named Bannerlord Essential Mod List, which I regularly update with new mods or even remove mods that are incompatible. There are even mods that I haven't talked about yet, so go check it out. I can safely say that I've pretty much played with these mods for more than 300 hours at least, and never encountered any real issues. And yeah, I guess this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, it would help out tremendously, or maybe even subscribe to the channel. That would really make my day. Join my Discord server if you want to follow the progress of all of my mods, or if you want to talk to me and other like-minded people about all kinds of stuff. Again, a huge thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the links in the pinned comment and description to claim your epic rewards, and I'll see you all in my next video. Become a member today and bye. Another huge thank you to Athena, Mother of the Institute, Isaac Wardsman, Justin Knudson, Kenneth Riele, Wow, Bulldozer, G. Morrissey, Ignite Kova, Jacobo, Javier Rabasa, Jomungandel, Josh Harding, Kale, Lyrian, Mohammad Reis, Ugi, Philippe Ramelet, Paul Andre Danielson, Quinn Smith, Rain, Sold for $7, Thrall Canson, Toby Tuenshow, Rhea Fitzgerald, Wolfie UK, Zach B, Agenor, Lavan, Mion, Julian Iovino, Nicolas Torres, Great Line, Sahar Fire Playlist, Pyrolyzed, Ed Kiner, Shane, Clinky Man, and all the other patrons and YouTube members for supporting the channel.